Welcome back out into the brushland here in Central Texas. I want to take a moment on this particular video to first and foremost respond to some of the many emails that you have sent Mr. Straight Shot on our YouTube channel, all of you who have subscribed. One of the questions that I get most is, what about concealability for all these Bond Arms weapons that we feature on our particular installments? And I want to address that, and then in a moment we're going to take them and do a little bit of target practice to kind of compare the Bond Arms Texas Ranger specifically with this one, which is my Taurus Judge. It's a very popular firearm. This one happens to be chambered for a 410 45 long Colt, just like the Ranger, only there is a bit of a difference. This particular Judge I bought fairly early in the product, and it's a 2.5-inch cylinder. The Texas Ranger is chambered for a 3-inch. They both, again, shoot the same caliber, and we're going to demonstrate that in a moment. Let me show you a little comparison in terms of size. Now, it's obvious, no-brainer, which one is larger. The Judge certainly is much longer in terms of length. Again, this is a 4-inch barrel, and this is a 4-inch barrel, but notice how the barrel on the Ranger ends right at the end of the cylinder on the Judge. So, as you see, from width and length, which one is going to be the easiest to conceal? Obviously, the Ranger. Let's put these firearms to a target test. We're going to first of all remind you to always use eye and ear protection. We're going to begin with the Texas Ranger. Again, we're going to use a 7.5 shot. You want to load with the firing barrels away from you, and you want to engage the same way. Turn it over and you're ready to go. We're going to begin with the bottom barrel, back off 12 feet. And you want to, obviously, in a social situation, want to be able to put a pretty even spray around the center of the target when you fire any weapon, obviously. So we're going to start with the bottom barrel on the Texas Ranger. That's the bottom barrel. Now let's finish it off with the top barrel. You're going to aim a little lower than normal. Close up, you can see that from 10 feet away, we effectively covered the target. Now that we've done the Texas Ranger, let's do the same with our Taurus Judge. We'll load only 2 rounds of 7.5 shot into the Judge and do a comparison. Same distance from the target as with the Texas Ranger. And let's see, this is the first shot with the Judge. Good distribution on that first shot. Equal distribution on the second shot. So it's very plain to see that both the Ranger and the Judge have similar patterns against that target. I can hear the argument now. I know there's a difference in shot count. You got 5 with the Judge, you got 2 with the Ranger, but if you're in a situation where you don't have to shoot at all, that's the best one to be in. But if you are in a situation where you have to fire, if 2 shots doesn't do the trick, then you're probably going to lose anyway. Let's have a little fun. I'm no William Tell, but let's take a shot at an apple here using the bottom barrel. Pretty effective. Now let's mince the apple with the Taurus Judge. Cut it in half. Texas Ranger versus Cantaloupe. So we had a good comparison between the Taurus Judge and the Texas Ranger. Bond Arms versus Taurus. Pretty equal against the target. Obviously, the concealability factor is the bottom line if you're out carrying. Now, if you're at home, you just can't beat the old standby. The old 12 gauge. Anyone for a little fruit salad? Happy trails.